Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, The Natural Feminine. My name is Kanaya if you're new here, and if not, welcome back. As you can see in today's title of the video, we're going to be talking about 5 toxic habits that you need to quit immediately. Okay, we're talking about toxic habits that destroy our mental health, that is not good for our progress, our personal development, our spiritual growth, our physical being as we go through life, as we face circumstances, situations. We're talking about toxic habits that can hinder one's mental ability to progress through life in such a way that is beneficial. Okay, so today I have 5 toxic habits that you need to quit immediately, not later, not tomorrow, not next year. You need to quit those habits immediately. A habit, a habit, first of all, is something that has been planted by repetition, by continuous thought, by, continu- by continuous thought into your mind, which then now takes on the physical form by continually telling yourself something. You now start to do it. Okay, you now take action upon that, and that's what a habit is. A toxic habit would now be doing something that is bad for you, whether it be spiritually, mentally, or physically. You have this negative thought embedded into your subconscious mind, which then now becomes your reality. And so we are here to break toxic habits. We only want to build healthy habits that will progress us, healthy habits that will enable us to grow, um, to grow in different aspects of our life. So the first habit that I want to touch on would be checking your phone as soon as you wake up. Now, what is the problem with that? The problem or problems with checking your phone as soon as you wake up is that it is not productive. It is a complete waste of time, and it affects your whole day. It affects the rest of your day. Checking your phone as soon as you wake up, like I said, there is nothing productive about that, and it's a complete waste of time. You are wasting precious time in a day given to you, blessed by you, by through God, from God, sorry, and you are taking those precious minutes that you could be doing something else and checking your phone. What you can do instead is turn your phone off when you go to bed at night. So when you wake up on a morning, you don't have a phone to be scrolling through social media and looking for the post, looking at for your notifications, and then boom, you see this one post that just triggers something into your mind, and then your whole day has crashed. You're not in the best mood, you're just all down and sulky and everything. So my suggestion to you is to turn your phone off when you go to bed. You create a routine with the time that you would have been going through your phone. When you wake up on the morning, what you should do, what I do when I wake up on the morning, is I lay in bed still. I close my eyes, I keep it closed. I thank God for waking me up. I thank Him for keeping me and my family throughout the night. I give gratitude. I show gratitude that I have lived to see another day. I take that 10 minutes and I lie there and I go give gratitude for my day so that the rest of my day will be fine, just fine. It will be perfect. How does that benefit you? When you do that, you become more productive throughout the day. Your mood has changed because you now showing great gratitude. You are able to be more efficient throughout the day. You are also starting the day with a clear mind. You haven't had anything to upset you. You haven't had anything to make you go into a bad mood. So you are essentially taking care of your mental health from the get-go when you wake up on a morning. Number two, the second toxic habit that you would want to cut out, you would want to quit immediately, would be not believing in yourself. We are all guilty of this at some point or the other in our life here on earth. It is very detrimental to one's mental health. You are filling your mind with negative thoughts. You are planting doubt and indecision. You are planting fear. You are creating fear actually within yourself. You are setting yourself up. That is called self sabotage. You are already putting yourself on a step to failure rather than success. That can lead people to take advantage of you because they now feel that energy. They can sense that you don't believe in yourself. They can see the low self-esteem. They can feel the low confidence within you. And you don't want people to feel that kind of energy. You need to eliminate it right now. Okay, you need to get rid of it. What you need to do, you need to put in positive affirmations. There are plenty of videos on YouTube where you can look up one and find positive affirmations to repeat throughout the day. You can write down on little cards good things about yourself and repeat that to yourself so that you now believe it, because that is what it is. The more you tell yourself something, the more you believe it, the more you act upon it. And if you're doing that with negative thoughts, you will only get negative results. You put in positive thoughts, you're going to get positive results. The other thing that you'd want to do is to also be open to positive feedback. Not everything that someone says to you is in harm to you. Okay, sometimes people see us from a different perspective that we do not see ourselves, and that opens up a new door within us. But if we are receptive, if we are open-minded, and we are willing to accept feedback and turn that feedback into something beautiful, into something positive, again, you only get positive results, because now you are going to look within yourself, see what the issue is, and work upon it instead of working against it. You need to practice faith. Without faith, nothing can work. You need to practice faith, okay? You need to practice having faith. You need to pray to God about your issues. You need to pray to Him to remove all the fears within you. And you need to build that faith within yourself. You need to have that connection with God, because it doesn't work on its own. God does not work for you, and you cannot work on your own and expect to succeed in life without that powerful force. You have to work together, God and you together. And the faith, like they say, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the key to miracles, to change, to anything that you want to see a difference in. Faith is that. It's how you use it. It's how you use it. The third toxic habit that you would want to quit immediately would be trying to change things that are out of your control. What happens when we try to change things that are out of our control? We are now becoming tiring. We feel exhausted about the situation. It is not conducive to one's mental health, because now you are exhausting your physical. Your mind has thought about it so much. Your body now feels tired from trying to change this situation, from trying to change something that is completely beyond your willpower. you leave your mind in a more negative state because you have gone back and forth with this situation. You have fought this situation so much. You haven't taken the time to sit down and try to understand the situation or try to analyze it. You want to change the situation without even finding out what the cause is. Everything in life has a cause and an effect. You cannot change the effect, which is the result, if you do not find out what the cause is. If you can sit and analyze, if you can pull back for a second, then you can find the cause, you can find the problem, and you can deal with it, you can confront it then, and then you will see the effects of that. Of course, when you try to change something that is beyond your control, you will obviously be met with temporary defeat. There's no other way. So what are we going to do about that? What we're going to do, we are going to be more accepting to the situation. If we accept the situation, then now we can take the next step in finding out what the problem is. And we do so by analyzing. We become an observer, we become a viewer, we become a listener. Okay? We now sit down and we analyze ourselves, we analyze the situation and see how we can now re-strategize, how we can come up with a different plan, a different way in achieving the results that we are looking for. When we do that, we learn more about ourselves. Okay? You are now setting yourself to be in a definite purpose. You have come to a decision. You have reached this point of deciding what it is that you are going to do about the situation, how you are going to face the situation. And you become a better person, you become more receptive, you become more self-aware when you do those things. It builds persistence, it builds faith within us again, because we know we have learned to let go. We have learned to pull back, sit down and observe what is happening. We have now analyzed that. We come up with a different strategy. We come up with a different way to face the situation and what is happening. And of course, you will get good results. You will get a positive action. You will see a different effect in the situation. The fourth thing that you would want to quit immediately, it's not just the fourth thing, it's the fourth toxic habit that a lot of us, even myself, is guilty of, or was guilty of, because we have worked on it. And for those of you who haven't, you are going to work on it today. Comparing yourself to others. How is this detrimental to oneself? You are creating doubt within your mind. You are creating doubt within yourself. Doubt is then now building fear. And fear is something we don't want lingering near us or within us. And of course, you are self-sabotaging yourself. You are setting yourself up for failure. You are setting yourself up for bad results. How can we change that? How can we tackle that? You put positive, again, we practice positive affirmations. We practice positive energy. What we let out, what we let in is what we get out. Okay? We put in positive thoughts in our mind, we get positive results. We put in negative thoughts, you get negative results. So, you, again, like I said, you get a book, you write down things you are grateful for. You write down things you love about yourself. You write down things that interest you about yourself. Create a self-love, self-care routine, because that's what it is at the end of the day. You have to show yourself some self-love. You have to show yourself you have to create a self-care routine. You take care first of your mental, you take care of the spiritual, then of course you will by law, by right, take care of the physical. That's how it goes. All right? You put in positive thoughts into your mind, you repeat it, you practice it, you put it into action. Then now you do the same for your spiritual being, because the mental and the spiritual, they have a connection. You have a conscious and a subconscious mind. Whatever you tell the conscious mind, the subconscious mind will accept. Whatever the subconscious mind accepts, the physical makes happen. The physical happens. Okay, the physical transmutes itself. It is translated into physical reality. You pray always. I always say that you have to have God in your life. You don't have God in your life, you have nothing. You have nothing. Okay? You do not talk to God about what is bothering you, what is troubling you. You don't talk to God about how you feel. He cannot help you. He cannot help you. Okay, God knows those who come to him. God knows and not come to him today and then 5 months later. He knows those who come to him on a daily. He knows his children. So you have to have this connection with God. And when you have this connection with God, you speak to him about anything, of course you're going to feel better. There's no doubt about it. You will feel better about yourself, and you will start to act upon that. You will see that, yes, you are taking the time to create a self-care routine. You are taking care of your body. You do whatever it is that is good for your body. You drink your vital water. You eat the healthy foods. You exercise. You take care of your hygiene. The same thing goes for your mindset. Okay, you need to fill it with positive thoughts. You need to plant positive seeds so that you can have a beautiful garden. We don't want to grow thistles here. We're not here for that. We're here for positive energy. You have to stay true to yourself. If you are not true to yourself, if you don't stay true to yourself, you could never build self-confidence. You could never have that high self-esteem, because you're so concerned about what other people will think about you, what other people will say. Criticism is something that a lot of us have. We have the most criticism ever. It's how you use it, it's how you accept it. Okay? And so we have to avoid these things. We have to avoid the criticism. We have to say, you know what, I'm going to build a wall in my mind, protecting my positive energy. And so you do the same in your physical environment. You surround yourself with positive people who embrace you for who you are. You stay true to yourself. You do you, you be you. When you do that, you build self-confidence, you build your self-esteem, you feel more empowered within yourself, you feel like you have more capabilities within yourself. You are building faith and trust within yourself the same way you're building faith and trust in God. Faith is trust, by the way. The same way you're building faith in God, the same way you build faith within yourself. And of course, when you do those things, you learn more about yourself, because you become more self-aware. You become aware of what you don't like and what you like. You become aware of what you can tolerate and what you just don't have the patience, time, and energy for. And lastly, the fifth toxic habit that you want to quit immediately today is keeping toxic people in your life. When you keep toxic people in your life, you are destroying your spiritual being. You are destroying your aura. We all have this energy around us. We cannot see it. It is spiritual as it is invisible. That means it's intangible. But we have this light around us. We have to protect it. This light can either dim, or it can shine bright and grow and be radiant. You choose which one it is that you want to do. Okay, it's all a choice. The same way you can accept the negative, you can accept the positive. And so when you keep toxic people in your life, you create things like a lack of ambition. There is no hope. You have no faith. You are in a more depressing state than you would like to be in. And that is not good for your mental health, because you know what? The mind controls the body. If the mind is sick, the body is sick. Look it up. It is facts. It is truth. If your mind is sick, the body is sick. That's how so many people fall prone to sicknesses, because they keep telling themselves, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick with this. I'm sick with that." If you get it out your mind, the body won't have cause to make it a reality. It won't come into physical form. So what it is that we can do to eliminate that, we have to learn to let go of people that are no longer serving us. If that person is bringing negativity into your life, it is time to put a boundary. It is time to put a wall and cut this person off, to block this person out of your life. If this person is very criticizing to you, critical, if this person criticizes you a lot, if this person just, they don't support you, they're always down about something, they always think that they can do better, or that they're better than you, they look down upon you, it's time to let go of them. Okay, we do not want to keep toxic people in our lives. For every bad thing that we get rid of, for every bad thought that we get rid of, there is a positive. You cannot have one and not have the other. It's the one that you choose to accept. You could also create boundaries. You have to learn that you are not going to become tolerant to certain behaviors. You are not going to become tolerant to certain attitudes, to certain thoughts, to certain people. Okay? We have to reevaluate ourselves. We have to take the time to learn ourselves. God says to know thyself. Father, if I had the scriptures at hand, if I just knew what pages to turn through, I'm going to create another video like this for you guys, and I'm going to give you all the scriptures so that y'all can see for a fact. I'm not just making this shit up, okay? It is there. It is word. It is truth, okay? We have to know thyself. You don't know yourself, you're going to be vulnerable to so many things that you could have avoided. You know yourself, you reevaluate yourself, you sit down, you ask yourself certain questions, you learn what you don't want to accept and what you are willing to accept. All right? And you have to reprogram your mind and replant positive thoughts again. You have to do the self-care routine. You have to sit down, meditate, and know yourself, learn yourself, vision the person that you want to be. We cannot be up here and have people down here. That's two different planes, honey. That's two different planes. Okay? So it's never going to be balanced, huh? Picture a scale. If we want balance, if we want peace, if we want happiness in our life, if we want to prosper in everything that we do, in everything that we touch, we have to now get rid of those negative thoughts. We have to practice something called autosuggestion, or another term would be self-suggestion. We now take the time, we invest in ourselves, we plant positive thoughts, we plant positive seeds so that we can get beautiful flowers, we can have a beautiful garden that we can roam freely. Okay, if you get what I mean, you have to take care of your mind, and then the body will take care of itself. The physical will take care of itself. It will take form. You plant positive seeds in your mind, your body will feel that energy. And you don't just do it without emotion. You have to put emotion to it. You have to have a desire to be better. Okay? If you don't have that desire to be better, you will always have the toxic people in your life. All right? So we have to plant those positive seeds in our mind and use self-suggestion or auto-suggestion. Repeat it all the time. Put it into practice. Put it into action. Tell yourself constantly that you are worthy, that you are loved, that you have the power, you are capable. Tell yourself these things. Write it down on paper. Okay, and then you act upon it, and of course, what are you going to get back? Positive results. It always comes back to you. Whatever you put in is what you get out. All right? So, guys, when we practice that, we are protecting our peace, we are protecting our mind, we are building morals and values and standards within ourselves. People can now see that, and of course, it will be reciprocated, and you will feel that, you will see it, witness it, you will see it happen for you. Okay? There's no doubt about it. You are going to evolve as a person for the better. All right? So, guys, these are my 5 toxic habits that I have for you today that you need to quit immediately and replace them with positive, healthy habits that is beneficial to your spiritual being, your mental being, and your physical being, because they're all three in one. They all align with each other. What you put in is what you get out. You don't study for the exam, you're gonna fail. You study for the exam, you're going to pass. Okay, put that into practice and come back to this video. Let me know in the comments down below what toxic habits that you have been holding on to, and how do you plan, or what are the things, the ways that you have, what are the steps that you have taken in eliminating those toxic habits? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, practice positive energy to get positive results. Thank you. That's it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, be sweet, be safe, stay true to yourself, and practice positive energy. Practice positivity always in everything that you do. And my greatest, greatest message for you today, out of everything that I said, is to have God in your life. Without God, we have nothing. Okay? God is the center of our life, and we have to have a connection with Him. We have to build that relationship with Him. 2 positives, and your world will be changed forever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.